Do you have pain? Squeeze my hand if you have pain. Squeeze my hand if you have pain.
My dream is to be international star.
She stood above Paris, singing to billions from the Eiffel Tower, a voice that had carried generations, a presence that felt untouchable. But her body was shutting down, a disease so rare it strikes 1 in a million. And still, she sang, not because she was healed, but because she refused to be finished. Behind 200 million records sold, behind one of the most recognizable songs ever recorded, is a story the spotlight never fully captured. A girl born into scarcity, who gave up language, identity, even childhood before she turned 20. A love the world tried to question, a grief that arrived without warning and without pause, and a war with her own body that threatened to silence the only thing she had ever truly owned. So the real question isn't how she became famous. It's this: how do you rise that far from that little? What do you sacrifice to stay at the top? And when everything holding your life together disappears, why keep going? To understand Céline Dion, you have to understand the silence that came first. Not the silence of emptiness, the silence of survival. Charlemagne, Quebec, a town buried under snow and forgotten by opportunity. Small roads, long winters, homes built to endure, not to dream. That's where Céline Dion was born in 1968, the 14th child. Not the first, not the last, just another mouth to feed. 16 people under one roof, beds shared, clothes passed down, meals stretched thin. There was no blueprint for success in that house, no connections, no industry ties, only music. Her father played the accordion, her mother sang, and every night the house came alive. Not with luxury, but with sound, with warmth, with something stronger than money, presence. And Céline absorbed it all, like oxygen. She didn't learn to sing. She arrived singing, loud, certain, unapologetic. While other children played, she performed, standing on tables, turning kitchens into stages, not pretending, declaring. At 5 years old, she sang at a wedding, and something shifted in the room. Not applause, not politeness, silence. The kind that happens when people realize this isn't normal, this isn't temporary. This is something else. Talent doesn't guarantee escape, and poverty doesn't wait. So at 12 years old, everything changed. She co-wrote a song with her mother and brother, recorded it, sent it out. One envelope, one chance. It landed in the hands of René Angelil, a man who had heard hundreds of demos, most forgotten instantly. But this one? He pressed play. And before the song finished, he was crying. Not impressed, moved. He called immediately and made a decision that would alter both their lives. He mortgaged his home, everything he owned, on a voice. But that investment came with a cost, because from that moment on, Céline's life wasn't hers alone anymore. This wasn't just about music, it was transformation. Her teeth were fixed, her image refined, her voice trained, and her identity reconstructed. Because to reach the world, she had to become someone new. English, a language she didn't speak, a culture she didn't belong to. But she attacked it like survival depended on it, because to her, it did. She practiced until words stopped feeling foreign, until they felt like armor. She didn't resist, didn't complain, because deep down, she already knew the truth. This voice wasn't hers to keep, it was hers to deliver, no matter the cost.